Hello everyone, my name is Martin and I'm selling drugs. No, just kidding, but welcome guys. So I know a lot of you have been asking in the comments for me to create a video for you showing you guys how you can actually phone your gate motor using a cell phone to open it. So yeah, this is obviously a smart motor we installed the previous day, and yeah, this video is basically us just showing you how to install the new G Remote app software. So yeah, it's basically just a receiver, and then you guys would pair all of your numbers onto it, and then yeah, you can literally phone the gate from your phone and it'll open up. Okay guys, so the first step is obviously to open up your gate motor. Your gate motor should come with a black key, Centurion key. So at the bottom you'll see there's a lever. Just put the key in there, open up the lever, and by opening this lever, the gate's obviously going to be put now on manual. So what I like to do is, for this type of install, it does take some time. So maybe just put the gate on manual, open the gate all the way. This will also help if you're in a busy area and you have lots of cars in and out, so there won't be any, conflict on the way. You have to have the Centurion app always to monitor your gate motor, so you can then just open your Centurion app. As you can see, I've just left my phone on the gate motor, so I can just monitor it. I can see that there is still power and that everything is still working. Obviously now you need to start preparing your cable. So in this case I am using 8-core multi-cable. The reason being, I like to just keep a few cores a spare in case in the future, if something does break, you at least have spare cores, or if you want to add on something extra, you have some extra cores. So it's not needed, the 8-core. But yeah, we basically just need a positive and a negative wire for now, just to supply the G remote receiver. So as you can see in the video, I'm using the black wire as our negative, and I'm using the brown wire for my positive. Now that you guys have connected your positive and your negative supply into your G remote receiver, you guys now want to connect it onto your gate motor, obviously to power it up. So the negative wire we are going to put onto our common on the PC board of the gate motor. I don't know if you guys can see in the video, but it does say common. There should be two common slots where you could connect it in, so you could use either one of them. And then right next to it, it should say 24 volt aux. That will be your basically your positive supply out. So your positive wire you can put in either one of them, and your negative wire in either one of the comms. That will obviously supply your Qi remote, and it should then power up. So yeah, now that you have successfully wired up your G remote with power, you guys want to wire in your trigger now. So obviously that when you do phone this receiver, it can trigger the gate motor to open. So you'll be using the RL1 slot on the actual G remote. I will put a wiring diagram somewhere in this video, but pretty much yeah, you obviously have now more cores on your cable. So I use the 8-core cable. I only use 2 cores, a positive and a negative, so I'm left with 6 cores. So I'm going to use an additional core now, the 3rd core, and I'm going to wire that into the normally open. You'll see it says NO, but under the RL1 function. So that now will be my triggering core. So it's pretty much going to send feedback back to the gate motor on that core when you do phone it. And on the gate motor side, that same color cable you use, make sure it's the same color or same type of cable that you're running from your receiver now to your gate motor. You'll then wire into RO1, which is your trigger on the gate motor. So on the G remote receiver, you need a wire from the RL1, normally open, and that same wire must be wired into the IO1 on the actual smart motor in this case. Okay, to finish off the wiring of your G remote, you will see now under the RL1 that it says common as well. So you should only have 3 wires so far: a positive wire in, a negative wire to supply it, and then you've got your trigger wire under the normally open. But now on the common side, on the G remote, you'll see it says COM. You also need now a wire to come from there to the common on the gate motor. So what a lot of guys do, you can actually just take a jumper on the actual PC board, G remote, where your negative wire comes in. Just take a jumper from there to your common. But I do recommend rather running a separate common, So if you have obviously more cores on your cable, you'll then just connect one core in the common on the G remote, and then the same core on the other side of the gate motor you'll then connect in on the common on the PC board, and that is the wiring basically complete. And in terms of using it now, you obviously have to go on the online software for the G remote and register each cell phone number that you want on the actual gate motor itself. So you cannot just put this receiver in and phone the gate. Anyone can phone the gate. It's not going to work like that. You have to still register the phone numbers on the receiver, but it doesn't take long at all. Just go on the actual website, sign up, and you can then add all the phone numbers you guys need.